the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. It's week 11 of this college football season, and our coverage on EA Sports continues. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Florida Gators. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Thanks, guys. I did check in with Coach Summerall before the game. Focus is going to be essential. Play by play. He understands completely that they have a big opponent coming in here next week, top 25. But this opponent in front of them today is not to be taken lightly. He wants to make sure his players are looking at them and understanding they have quality players too, and not look ahead to next week. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Rebels offense will have the first possession of the game. And we get a look at Usman Kroma. In their last win, he had a 100-yard game and scored 3 times. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that field ball? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Rush right in his face. Caught. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. Guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
And he avoids the sack.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Out wide right, it's Cook. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
Well, on that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Needs it here on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The Gators offense will now get its first chance with the football. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
Wants to throw one first. Caught in the backfield. It's Clark. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And I love linebackers, man. They just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Never a doubt. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on fourth basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on fourth down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Keeps it moving. It's Croma. Swapped immediately.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
Left side is Alexander. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Taylor wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
And the Rebels are moving quickly. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Rolls right. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Had to force that one.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They don't need a bunch on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Croma. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Rush is on, and he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Right down the boulevard, and that's going to give us a tie ball game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Out wide left, it's Boyd. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
I really like this slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
Fights off a defender, and they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Rebels offense is back on the field. Gonna run it. It's Chroma. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Rebels with the 1st and 10. Taylor wants to throw it. Working the middle, it's complete. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Fired in from the red zone for the score. And they knocked through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Straight ahead, it's Clark. Uh-oh, look out. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets it to the 23. And the Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They want to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Stockton. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Plows his way ahead. They get him on the ground, and it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and take that mistake behind them.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Completes it in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Slings it downfield. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Gators go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to keep it in the air. Right side, it's Johnson. Oh, he got loose. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. You want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today, this one from 34 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. Hold on just a second, a flag down. Let's see what's up with that. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Taylor wants to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility of the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep
trying to get behind the defense. Goes high to pull it in. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
Gets rid of it. Left side is Odom. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 2nd and long here. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Escapes the pressure to his right. He's going to take off. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down. Get some positive yards.
The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Here comes the Heat. Takes a hit as he fires. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Makes the grab. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Taylor wants to throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading in at halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that bull Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We start with UCF taking on the number 11 team, the Colorado Buffaloes.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Ollie, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Guys, the Rebels head coach told me at the half they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Look out! Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Quickly out to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. On the return. He's got great speed. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Taylor wants to throw. Out wide left, it's Chroma. Oh, what a move. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Rebels right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Cuts it upfield. It's Chroma. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front seven are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a...
Unleashes one deep. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. The offense goes back to work, and the defense is keeping them in it right now. They just really haven't gotten much done when they've had the football. Sells to run, looking to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Taylor wants to throw it. Fires left. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey, guys, here on the Florida sideline, I can see the coaches imploring their team right now. This has to be a turning point. Turning it over on that last drive, it could get out of hand if they don't make something happen right now. You see the coaches and players coming together to try to get that one.
Snags it, and there's running room. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Gators will hustle to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Pulls it in. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Hit as he throws. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And he had plenty of leg and kept it just straight enough to use that right upright to get it through. Now the lead is down to 11.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. On the run, it's Croma. Turning it on. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Still looking to his right. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Pick your poison, right? When he gets outside the pocket, man, what do? Do I play the pass and stay back deep? Or do I come up and try to make a tackle? I'm not going to give up a big play and give up an easy pass, so it's just easy pickings for this quarterback because of his athleticism.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
From the gun, it's Croma. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. It is good, and they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. They were all over it. The Gators want to move quickly.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
I don't think the receiver was expecting that much heat on that throw. He came out of his break, and it's almost as if he thought the quarterback was going to take a bit off of it and give him a chance, but he had no shot on that incompletion.
Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Rebels sideline, this offense is getting ready to take the field, and they know they are in command. They keep saying, eat, eat. They can't stop us right now. This is a top 10 defense. This is a little bit surprising here today, but guys, I feel all the momentum, all the chemistry and excitement over here with this offense. They just need to play clean football and take care of the ball to make this big upset a reality. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Taylor wants to throw. On the move, he fires. Just barely got rid of it.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Giving up that last field goal really hurt. It's a 3-possession game, and things look dire, to be candid. Keeps it, looking for the edge. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. They were rolling with the option, and the quarterback kept it, but he couldn't hang on to the football.
I'm impressed with this defense. They are locked in defending the option right now. Guys are playing assignment football, and they're just doing a great job with their eye discipline. They saw the QB pull that ball. They knew exactly who had it. They got to him and created the turnover.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And here comes the offense on second down. They give it to him again. Here's headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. He's up to 90 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Go straight ahead. Just smothered on the play.
Man, that's a great stop by this defense. Second down and goal. Getting the lost yardage play. Now putting your defense in a better position for third down.
He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football.
Touchdown, Rebels! And the punishment has been extended. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh setter downs going to the air. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about